JBN will keep you informed. Coming up in the news today, fatal accident along a section of Spanish Town Road. Clarendon Farmer dies after falling from wall. Illegal guns seized in St. Elizabeth, man charged. Attorney convicted of fraud in 2-year trial. 2 Jamaicans among 6 busted on migrant smuggling boat off Florida. Missing people. Search on for BOJ Governor. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items. Fatal accident along a section of Spanish Town Road. 33-year-old Cameron Williams of Last Street, Kingston 14, died as a result of injuries he sustained after being hit by a minibus along Spanish Town Road, Kingston 14 on Tuesday night. The police say that about 10:30 p.m., the driver of the Toyota Hiace minibus was traveling along the road towards downtown Kingston when Williams allegedly ran into the path of the vehicle. He was hit. He was rushed to hospital where he died while undergoing treatment. Clarendon Farmer dies after falling from wall. 52-year-old Vincent Graham, otherwise called Dummy, a farmer of Boghole District, Clarendon, died as a result of injuries he received when he fell from a wall on Tuesday. The Frankfield police report that about 8:30 p.m., Graham was attempting to climb over the wall at the back of his premises when he lost his balance and fell on a piece of steel. The police say he was later found by a relative who raised an alarm. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Illegal guns seized in St. Elizabeth, man charged. The St. Elizabeth police seized 3 firearms during an operation in Old Wharf District, Pedro Plains in the parish on Tuesday, and arrested and charged a man in relation to the seizure. He is 56-year-old Paolo del Grande, otherwise called Captain, an Italian national, who is of an Old Wharf District address. The police say about 8 a.m. a team was in the area when a premises occupied by Grande was searched. According to the police, the firearms, 1 Colt .44 pistol, and 2 other revolvers were seized. He is subsequently arrested and charged for illegal possession of firearm. A court date is to be set. Attorney convicted of fraud in 2-year trial. An attorney who fleeced the St. Catherine couple out of nearly $2 million they paid as a deposit on a house has been convicted of fraud after a trial that lasted 2 years. Arlene Beckford was found guilty in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court yesterday on 1 count of fraudulent conversion for diverting the couple's $1.8 million down payment to her personal use. 4 other complaints by persons who had accused Beckford of defrauding them were dismissed after prosecutors offered no further evidence against her. The attorney who had her bail extended is scheduled to be sentenced on April 17. Beckford's conviction comes 26 months after a fraud trial began, and 3 years after a disciplinary panel of the General Legal Counsel, GLC, ruled that she should be struck from the list of persons authorized to practice law in Jamaica and refund the couple. Prosecutors, in outlining the case against the attorney, revealed that in 2012 she collected $1.8 million from the couple for a property they were purchasing in Eltham Park, St. Catherine. Instead of paying over the money to the vendors, Beckford diverted the funds to her own use and benefit. In its decision, which was handed down on January 22, 2016, the GLC disciplinary panel outlined that the woman, a cosmetologist, reported that after she and her fiancé made the down payment in 3 installments, they were told by Beckford that the transaction would take no longer than 6 months. Further, the woman indicated that they had a commitment from the National Housing Trust NHT to provide financing for the transaction. However, the complainant told the GLC panel that after their 6-month wait, she and her companion could not get any reasonable explanation from Beckford as to why the sale had not been completed, and this led them to the NHT. That was when, according to the woman's account, they discovered that Beckford had not forwarded the necessary documents to NHT to effect the sale. As a result, she said the offer of financing from the NHT was cancelled. 2 Jamaicans among 6 busted on migrant smuggling boat off Florida. The U.S. Coast Guard says its crews intercepted a boat in the Atlantic Ocean with 6 people, including 2 Jamaicans, trying to enter Florida illegally by sea. The 20-foot boat was stopped Saturday afternoon about 30 miles east of Sunny Isles Beach. In a statement Tuesday, the U.S. Coast Guard said 2 Jamaican men, a Dominican man and a Bahamian, were aboard the vessel along with 2 U.S. citizens. The statement says one migrant had previous drug convictions and another had previous convictions for drug trafficking, kidnapping, and aggravated assault. The commander of the Coast Guard's Miami-based 7th District said marine border security remained a priority amid the partial government shutdown. Rear Admiral Peter Brown said he was humbled and inspired by his crew service during this time of personal financial uncertainty. Missing people. An Ananda alert has been activated for 14-year-old Anna K. Nelson of Scottsall St. Mary, who has been missing since Tuesday, January 22. She is of dark complexion, slim build, and is about 157 centimeters or 5 feet 2 inches tall. Reports from the Constant Spring Police are that about 8 a.m., Anna K. was last seen at her school in Meadowbrook, Kingston 19. Dressed in her school uniform, white blouse, green plaid dress, and a pair of black shoes. She has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Anna K. Nelson is being asked to contact the Constant Spring Police at 876-924-1429. That's 876-924-1429. Police 119 emergency number or Crime Stop at 311. 22-year-old O'Shane Kerr of Annette Kristen Kingston 10 was reported missing on Tuesday, January 22. She's of dark complexion, slim build, and is about 157 centimeters or 5 feet 2 inches tall. Reports from the Halfway Tree Police are that Kerr was last seen about 2 weeks ago. Her mode of dress at the time she went missing is unknown. All efforts to contact her have proven futile. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of O'Shane Kerr is being asked to contact the Halfway Tree Police at 876-926-8184. That's 876-926-8184. Police 119 emergency number or Crime Stop at 311. The Central Police are seeking your assistance in locating 86-year-old Frank Atchinson of East Street, Kingston, who has been missing since Wednesday, January 2. Atchinson is of brown complexion, slim built, and about 178 centimeters or 5 feet 10 inches tall. Reports are that he was last seen on East Street, Kingston about 6 a.m., wearing a blue shirt, dark-colored pants, and a pair of slippers. He has not been seen or heard from since. He is said to frequent Gold Street and Johns Lane in Kingston. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Frank Atchinson is being asked to contact the Central Police at 876-922-8860. That's 876-922-8860. Police 119 emergency number or Crime Stop at 311. Search on for BOJ Governor. The search is on for a new governor for the Bank of Jamaica. The new governor will replace Brian Winter, whose contract is due to come to an end in November. In a statement issued Wednesday afternoon, Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark said in 2017 Winter was asked to extend his appointment for 2 years to advance specific reforms and to play a central role in the formation and consideration of the reform of the Bank of Jamaica Act. The extension would bring to 10 years Winter's tenure at the central bank. He has successfully achieved the goals agreed at that time. With these achievements and the expectation of timely parliamentary approval of the legislative amendments to modernize the Bank of Jamaica Act, it is time to shift to the next phase in the leadership and governance of the BOJ, the minister said. Clark said the search for a new central bank governor will be in keeping with the principles of transparency and good governance. He also announced that David Martian, a former Bank of Jamaica employee and former staff at the International Monetary Fund, will lead the search committee comprising Tony Liors, Eileen Davis-White, Gary Butch Hendrickson. Clark said the committee members will help him to identify a short list of suitable candidates for the position from which he will make a submission to the Cabinet. The Cabinet will then recommend to the Governor General the individual to be appointed. The process will seek to identify the best suited candidate to lead the newly modernized Bank of Jamaica in achieving its mandate to serve the interests of the people of Jamaica, Clark said. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.